Alrighty then, this is Lucifer here, business and spiritual consultant as always. And if you're wondering what is Lucifer doing on earth, well, let me tell you, he's talking about everything that the earth is made of, which is what? Business and spirituality. Yes, sir. But today we're gonna talk about love, man. Um, because I don't talk about her a lot, and she's special, and I want to talk about my girlfriend for 2 seconds, if you don't mind. Because the thing that people don't realize is that I'm Lucifer. So my girlfriend is my sister, my lover, my mother, my everything. So what I mean by that is she's Lilith. You know, so there's some people out there that might have a disrespectful point of view of who she might represent or who she might be, um, via vice versa, looking at me. And I guess it's I guess it's kind of my fault because I don't talk about it a lot, and I don't want to. Reason why I don't want to is because I don't want people to know all of my fucking secrets. Pardon my language. I don't want people to know all of my secrets, all of my inner workings. You know, because there's some people out there that are clever and they can read between the lines. So if you say too much, they'll understand too much. Um, so I digress. I would like to talk about my girlfriend, Lilith. Uh, she is a vessel, just like I am. She is a vessel, for Lilith, and I love her for it. And she's a perfect vessel for Lilith. If you don't mind me saying, they are the same. They act the same. They do the same thing. It's even creepy sometimes. It's even at a point where it's almost creepy. I'm not afraid of Lilith, and Lilith is not afraid of me. To say the least. Uh, so I love it. Basically, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I love it, and you know, uh, I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky to have found a vessel for Lilith, inside of my life. Because I don't think anybody is capable. I don't think everybody's capable of being Lilith. I don't think everybody can just go out with Lucifer. Most people cannot go out with Lucifer. The only person that can be with Lucifer has to be Lilith, and no one else. Um, so it's been like that. Although there are some intricacies, because but we're not gonna get into that. That's none of your business. you, you know, um, Go figure it out by yourself anyway, or ask him. Whatever. So I really appreciate. I don't think she knows how much I appreciate her. I don't think she understands how much I appreciate her. And I'm not saying that like, oh, yada yada yada. No, I mean like there are certain attitudes or aspects, um that befall upon her due to the fact that she is Lucifer, she is Lilith, what, that she is Lilith, that gives her godlike attitudes, and that's amazing. And it's it takes a lot of concentration. It's not always easy, and I don't ask her to do it, but I do realize that whatever she's doing takes some form of concentration. Is she does she do it on purpose all the time? I do not know. I'm not sure. I do think that she has a natural knack for it. Um, I do think she's a natural. Basically, I think she's a natural. Um, because, like I said before, well, the thing is, if you are experienced with a certain entity, and then you act like that entity, you will realize that, oh, this is me being godlike right now. Okay, that's awesome. You know, so yeah, she's amazing. She's lovely. I love her, and and I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't want to lose something like that, even though it could happen. It's not something that I want to happen. Um, because I don't think everybody can. Like I said before, I don't think everybody can just, like, hey, I'm Lilith. Like, no, like, what I mean, like, and I don't underestimate myself either. Um, I know that I am a vessel for Lucifer. I know that I am of the blood of Cain. I know that I am a demon. I always knew I was a demon. I always knew Lilith. I always knew Lucifer. So I am at a. There are other people out there that are vessels for Lucifer, but I am also aware that I am one of the best vessels for Lucifer, or maybe not the best. Maybe, like, I would say, um, one of the most honorific vessels for Lucifer. There, yeah, I'm gonna say that. There, that's better. That's, yeah, yeah. I will say that, and I'm sticking to my guns with that one. Um, so as a very honorific version of Lucifer, as a very honorific vessel for Lucifer, I think that I am aware enough to understand that if you're sitting there with me and you're this person, this woman that is supposed to be the queen of all women, you know, that means you're very powerful too, obviously. And like I said before, she has a natural knack, and I don't think she realizes when she does act like Lilith. I do, because I know Lilith very well. uh and it's amazing to see a human. It's amazing to see a person, a person, especially a person that didn't even necessarily expect it to happen, to be able to channel an energy so seamlessly uh on earth, you know because I don't I'm gonna be honest. I do like possession. I love possession, but it's not like I'm possessed all the time. It's not like it's I'm not possessed all the time by them. So it's cool, to see somebody else have being able. So basically, when you're possessed by them, which is harder to do than other spirits, might I add, um, it's cool to see another human being capable of the same thing, and when you're possessed by a demon, you tend to gain insight on what it feels like to be a god, and that's amazing too. So like I said, I don't know if, you know she's aware of it all the time. She has some awareness of it all the time, but there's some things that are very sleek that I think only I can notice. And the sad part is she might think those are bad things, but they're not. They're actually very godlike and amazing too, wondrous, actually, or one would say horrible. um, but no, she's a lovely woman. She's great. She's funny as hell. Um, and demons have a great sense of humor. They have a great sense of humor, and so to see all those traits pop out of somebody like that is a great gift to me. I'm very grateful, and I have a lot of gratitude for it. Even though she might not be aware of how grateful I am for it, but I am. She's still learning. Of course, I'm still learning. She's still learning. Everybody's still learning. That's not a big deal. But still, nevertheless, regardless of all the learning, she's still capable of doing quite some amazing things. That she's aware of. And I tell her all the time, you know, but still, there's some things that are, beyond words. There's some things that are beyond words, so it's just like I'm the lucky one, in that situation, you know. So eventually, she will become like me, and she will have total control over her higher self. Eventually, um, eventually, she will have total control over her higher self, and she will become a very powerful demon, you know. And like I said before, I'm judging this based off the fact that I am who I am, and there's always room for improvement, whether in relationship or whether with the relationship with me or the relationship with Lilith, I am saying this also because this is a normal process. Like, I'm saying this because it's a normal process, and um, it will happen. It might happen to you depending on how serious you are with your magical practice. Um, it'll happen to you. There will be, you will, the kingdom of hell will be in the palm of your hands. The kingdom of hell will be in the palm of your hands. So you will have the same things that the demon that you are is supposed to have. Um, and you should trust it. You should trust the process. You should trust the process. You should let it happen, and do not be afraid. You can't lose. Um, it just, it's how it is. Don't be afraid of it. Let it happen. Let it come to you. Um, especially if you for the people that believe in like manifestation and things like that, it's only normal that these people come into your life, and help you. They're there to help you to reach higher heights. you know um in my case, I understand that, some people might not trust who I am because I've only been doing YouTube videos for 3 years and things of that matter. Um, so there's a lot of people that don't know if they should trust me or not and stuff like that. And there's nothing I can do to make you trust me, to be quite honest. And if you had to trust me, then you would have already by now. So maybe this isn't for you. Maybe you need to try something else. Maybe you need more practice. Maybe you need to trust yourself more. Maybe you need to have more confidence. Maybe you need to work on confidence. Maybe, whatever the case may be. Um, it's a little bit different for everyone, I guess. I suppose. Um, but yeah, so there's like people. I feel like, and it's my fault. I guess it's my fault because I try to keep my private life private the best I can. I do use you guys to, work out some things mentally. I do use YouTube to work out things mentally when I can, because it is therapeutic for me to make YouTube videos. It is therapeutic because, or else I would be renting for 5 hours straight inside of my room and rocking back and forth, and you know, just freak mode, like freakazoid mode, like. So doing videos like this, when I do talk about my personal issues, it is like a therapy session for me. It helps me evacuate things that most people would not understand. It helps me evacuate things that I can't really say to people, that I can't really speak of. Of course, I don't do it all the time, but it helps most of the time, more than you know. Um, and I do want to share my experience with Lilith, who is my girlfriend, with you guys. Um, but I'm not ready yet. And but I would like also for people to understand and respect the fact that I chose to be with Lilith, because I did choose it. I could have chose to be with one of her daughters. I could have chose to be with anyone, you know. But I love Lilith, and Lilith loves me, so I don't really have a reason to be with someone else. you know, I don't really have a reason to do that. Of course, we're all humans. We can all make mistakes, and I don't necessarily know everything that the future holds. The only thing that I know is I have the opportunity to create my future, which is what I'm doing. But do I know if this is going to remain forever? Um, the confident answer would be yes, but the honest answer would obviously be I'm not sure. I don't know. Nobody can. Nobody knows. Nobody can say that. Nobody is sure of 100% of everything. But the confident answer, which is also a truthful answer, but the confident answer would be yes, this is going to last forever. No matter what, I'm going to be with Lilith forever. You know, I was born of her and I will die within her. Um, she's my general, she's my wife, she's my lover, she's my mother, she's my sister, she's my everything. And I adore her. And she's very pretty. And she's very sweet too. Um, she's very sweet. But understand this: working with Lilith, with the true Lilith, is not an easy task. She's not gonna make it easy for you, and she's a very independent entity. Um, and just because she shares something with you, just because she shares, that's weird. I've been told that before. Just because she shares an experience with you, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're on her level. Um, Working with Liv might bring a little bit of frustrations from time to time, and and don't be discouraged. Shall say, don't be discouraged. She's just like that. She's the general. She's the number one general of all of my armies. So with that, like I said before, people think Lucifer is Satan, but in actuality, the Satan that is your bane, the Lilith, the Satan that is hunting you, the hunter in the wild. Everybody thinks that it's me doing that. No, me, I'm just sitting on my ass. Pardon my language, but I'm sitting on my butt, sipping on all kinds of drinks, eating all kinds of food. But the one that actually does do the dirty work is Lilith. So, and she will not let you know that. She will not act that way either. Of course, if you mess with her, you will instantly see that she's incredibly powerful, and even the God himself can't really get in the way. So she's extremely powerful. Um, but at the same time, this is the weird thing about her. As powerful as she is, she mostly acts like a woman more than most of the time. So I guess in a sense, she's actually very humble. Um, for an entity as powerful as she is, she's quite humble. Like, very humble. Her power is only um, squared or contrast by Beelzebub, you know, um, which is another very powerful entity. Uh, you know, so yeah, and most people are very afraid of Beelzebub. Um, very afraid of Beelzebub. I understand why, but Lilith is a match. So remember that when you start working with her, and remember that if you want to manifest her in your life. And I would not suggest doing so until you have enough experience to bring her into your life, because if you are not aware of her, if you are not ready for her, it will be chaotic. It will be chaos. It'll be extreme chaos. So read about her, enjoy your time with her, and when the time comes, be patient. And when the time comes, the time comes. And if you're that desperate, well, she has sisters. you know if you want to absolutely manifest a demonic woman, a succubus, into your life physically, she has sisters. You don't have to go for gold immediately. Practice a little bit, have a you know, study the playing field. Study the playing field. Um, and yes, you can manifest real life succubuses in your life, not just in your dreams, not just like, I have had before. I ended up with the ultimate completion of Lilith, which is the one I am with right now. I had small encounters with Lilith, small intimate encounters with Lilith, where I met a woman, one night stand, whatever, but I obviously saw that this woman was Lilith. This was not a random stranger. This was her. Um, so that might happen before you even are ready to have her as your goddess, your real life physical iconic goddess, but like I said, in the meantime, you can manifest a succubus in real life. You can be with one of her daughters, and shit, you can get married to one of her daughters. You can have kids with one of her daughters. You can stay there. You can stay there and be happy forever, and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. You know, me, it's a little bit different for me because like I said before, I pushed it to the limit. I push it to the limit. I challenge myself. And sometimes I fall flat on my face, and sometimes it pans out. Oh shit, pardon my language. Speaking of falling flat on your face, where is Elmira? Where is this guy? We haven't seen him for a long time. It's been like a week or something, So I don't know. I'm wondering what's going on with this guy. I know he posted a couple of community tabs, but he usually makes videos all the time, and especially with everything that's going on right now in his life, I'm surprised. Usually he's very down for the ish, if you don't mind me saying. So I'm just wondering what's going on with Duke. The last video he made was very disturbing, if you don't mind me saying. It was very disturbing. I don't know, like, where he's flashing like a bunch of money. It was kind of weird. I mean, like, what the heck was that about? Like, what? Like, what the? It was disturbing. I'm like, what's going on here, man? Like, what the fuck? Anyways, I'm just curious. Wonder what's going on with Duke. He's very. Anyways, but we'll talk about that in another video. I don't want to ruin the mood. Go for love, man. Love is what you make it to be. It's love is complicated. But and I'm not going. I could explain it to you, but I'm not going to. What I am gonna say is, you don't have to be alone. You don't have to feel alone. You don't have to, because I feel like there's a thing going on right now where everybody is like, well, I want to be alone and blah blah blah, and or I feel like I'm gonna be alone forever and stuff. Like, no, you're not. You just need to expand yourself. You just need to expand who you are. You need to accentuate yourself into reality, because accentuating yourself in reality is very important, right? You need to expand. You need to be you unapologetically. You need to be yourself. Not yourself as oh, just be yourself. You're gonna go over there, just be yourself. Everything's gonna be good. No, 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 no. What I mean is, be you, like the ultimate you. Be strong, be confident, be aware, be knowledgeable, be the best self that you can be. And even if you have trouble being all those things, being knowledgeable, being strong, being, whatever, being the epitome of humanity, even if you have trouble doing it, don't worry, because while you're doing that, you're being yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't need to arrive at the end goal. Who you are and what you are while you're on the road to the end goal is who you are. And that's what makes you attractive. That's what makes you enjoyable. That's what gives you personality and character. That's what gives you power. Don't dwell on the failures that you had while you were trying to be yourself. Be aware of the changes you have made and the progress that you have made while doing those things, while being on the road to your own personal success, to your own personal greatness. Be yourself, accentuate yourself, expand yourself, be yourself. If somebody asks you for your name, tell them what your name is with confidence. You know what I mean? If somebody asks you any questions that are personal to you, answer with confidence. Do not be afraid of judgment. Do not be afraid of. That's how you have real power. Be unafraid. Be unapologetic. Be yourself. So, I guess this video is too damn long. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Subscribe to my channel. Have a good one. Peace out.